So I'm reading Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarrow right now, and I know what the next book is going to be about. Hear me out. So randomly about a week and a half ago, I was like, I want to be a book talk girly. I asked people to give me recommendations. Fourth Wing is the first one that caught my attention. I started reading the book, and I liked the book because they talked about dragons and dragon riders, and these riders are able to channel energy from the dragons and they get gifts. Well, that's actually a real thing on a spiritual level. It's not as literal as it is in the book. Let me just say that. We do have dragons in our spine, dragons in our DNA, dragons outside of our field that help to guard and guide us. They exist on 5D and higher. Kundalini energy is dragon energy. Yes, this is going to be a woo-woo conversation, so if I've lost you already, just exit. But when you choose to be a flame bearer, when you choose to be a vault keeper, your lineage is bonded to dragons because dragons' purpose and our purpose are intertwined. We conceptualize them as dragons, meaning like that's the only way that our mind can formulate them, but it's a primordial consciousness stream. Most of these lineages can have up to 3 dragons. Now that we got that out the way, let's talk about the iridescent dragon because this is a distinct dragon lineage. It is often called the hidden one, which is why I feel like she's writing this book from oversoul memory, whether she knows it or not. There's no such thing as an original thought. You are tapping into it information. You're downloading it and bringing it into this reality because we came here to embody our oversoul. So I happen to have an iridescent dragon because I hold the Seraph Flame. The Seraph Flame holds all 13 lineages. One of the gifts that comes from me having an iridescent dragon is that I'm a dream walker. Yes, I can walk through people's dreams. I've been able to do it since I was a kid. The first instance that I had with this was with my mom when I was 4. I kept having the same recurring dream that she was having, and that's how I know in a past life she died in a tornado. I told her later on in life, and she literally was like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, yeah. I used to have this nightmare at this house, and she was simultaneously having that same nightmare. That is what's happening to the main character in Onyx Storm. Now, dream walking is important because there are a couple things that you can do if you're a dream walker. You can reweave timelines, but you also can retrieve soul fragments. Now, in this book, when they find the older iridescent dragons, they look at her love interest, who has basically turned venom, which means parts of his soul is dying. He's losing fragments of his soul. And they call him an abomination, and they look at the iridescent dragon that they left behind to basically check the temperature and say, you gave her a gift you ain't supposed to give her. The gift is dream walking. So that means the only person who can save Xaden is going to be Violet. Why? Because she's a dream walker, and dream walkers have the gift of soul retrieval. That's what I think the next fucking book is going to be about. If not the next book, then the book after that, once she learns how to channel using this signet. What do y'all think? Am I onto something? And just to be clear, some of the other gifts that dragons have given them is astral projection, wielding shadows. Shadow walkers are a real thing. Wielding fire, water, which is a whole nother thing. If you're not into this book, get into it.